Hey there, my friend. It's time for our weekly wisdom card draw. This is your time to pause, ground yourself in the moment, connect with your body and soul, reclaim the power you have to create your life in each moment, and commit or recommit to shining your light in the world. To help you do that, I'm going to draw a card from Running Your World, the companion deck to my book, Running the World Marathon Memoirs from the Seven Continents. And each card has a photo from one of the continents on the front and an inspirational message and reflection prompts on the back. Now, before I draw a card, I want to invite you to let yourself arrive in this moment. So, letting go of anything that came before, letting go of anything that will come after. Just letting those things melt away for these few moments and letting yourself be right here, right now. You can keep your eyes closed for this, or you can keep them open. There is no right or wrong way to do this. I kind of bounce around from time to time and just see what feels natural in the moment. So it's not all one way or whatever. You get to see how your body and soul feel in each time you do this. So again, just being curious, seeing maybe what you feel, what you're called to do. And as you come into this moment, one of the ways that you can connect with the present is by connecting with the breath. So just noticing what the breath is doing. You breathe all the time and don't necessarily notice all the time. We're very blessed that our bodies breathe for us, whether we're paying attention or not. So, what is your breath doing? You don't need to actively control it or change it in any sort of way. You don't have to do deep breathing. This is about noticing what is already here to be noticed. So, you just, as you breathe in, noticing the sensations of the breath as it enters the body. So we're noticing the passage of air through the nose or the mouth, the expansion of the chest or the belly, or both. And then as you exhale, noticing the sensations of the breath leaving the body. So you're noticing what the belly or the chest are doing, feeling the passage of air through the nose or the mouth. Just doing this a few times, just noticing those sensations and being curious about what does it actually feel like to breathe. And as you continue to notice and be present with the breath, I'm going to bring the cards to my heart and ask to be guided to the message that most wants you to hear it today. And with that intention out there, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and you can just keep breathing, noticing, again, just noticing what is already here to be noticed, not needing to change or control or fix anything. Just being present with what is. All right, awesome. And our card is Assurance. All right, so we've got a lioness here in Kenya. Assurance. This is a cool one. Well, they're all cool, of course, but always love this one. All right, the message of assurance. The lioness isn't concerned with what others think. She sits quietly, relaxed in her strength. She is confident, present, ready to spring into action if the moment calls for it, but not forcing or hurrying anything. She is resourced. Her air of assurance says, I can handle whatever arises. How long has it been since you felt that kind of assurance? A moment? A day? Months? Years? What would be different if you approached today with an I've got this assurance? What source of strength would you relax into? This isn't fake bravado. It's an inner peace that's always accessible, even in the midst of chaos. It might feel awkward when you first try it on. You might feel like an imposter. You might question whether you've really got what it takes. Trust yourself. You do. All right, my friend, letting that message of assurance flow through you, trusting that this was the message that most wanted to support you today. And can you feel that support flow in? Just for a moment, putting aside any disbelief you might be feeling and asking yourself, what would it be like to really feel that assurance? And whatever is coming up for you around that, trusting that that is completely normal. So maybe you're experiencing thoughts or emotions or physical sensations, letting them all be okay and letting them all be information that is here to support you. I'm going to read it again for you. Again, we've got assurance here, our lioness. The lioness isn't concerned with what others think. She sits quietly, relaxed in her strength. She is confident, present, ready to spring into action if the moment calls for it, but not forcing or hurrying anything. She is resourced. Her air of assurance says, I can handle whatever arises. How long has it been since you felt that kind of assurance? A moment? A day? Months? Years? What would be different if you approached today with an I've got this assurance? What source of strength would you relax into? This isn't fake bravado. It's an inner peace that's always accessible, even in the midst of chaos. It might feel awkward when you first try it on. You might feel like an imposter. You might question whether you've really got what it takes. Trust yourself. You do. And one more time, letting that sink in. I'll just share a cool story about this card. One of my clients has a card deck and was sharing it with a friend who happened to pop into her car, and she had a card out kind of in her dash area, and her friend said, oh, what's that? And anyway, she drew a card. She let her draw a card, and she drew this card, the assurance card. And this person just read it and stopped and said, can I have this? And I thought that was the coolest thing, because it was just like, wow, this message really, really spoke to her in that moment. So I hope it's speaking to you in this moment. And I know that it is in some way, because it is the card that came out as the one that most wanted to support you. So letting this message of assurance support you in whatever way it is meant to today. My friend, I wish you a wonderful week exploring this concept of assurance and being curious and exploring what it might feel like to go through your day, or not even, let's not, set our bar too high, right? But just go through a few minutes with this air of assurance and see what might be different. What would become more possible for you? And would you be willing? How willing would you be to try it on for a few minutes here, a few minutes there, maybe stretch out that time a little bit and see, just practice living in the energy of assurance, whether you feel it or not, because the more you practice living in it, the more you say, if I felt this assurance, what would I do differently? Do that thing differently before you feel the assurance, and it will actually start to build. Thank you for being here on this journey. As always, I honor you for giving yourself the gift of this time and space, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care, my friend. Thank you.